Good morning, everybody. Wait for Lisa.
I'm here. I'm here.
You're right there.
Good morning. I'm Lisa, and that's
Rob.
Couple Pickers. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
You don't get up this early.
Yeah, I know.
You not get up this early. Get online this early.
Oh, is that our story?
I think so.
Hope everybody survived Black Friday. We did.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How'd we survive Black Friday? By going after the sale was over?
Yeah, while you going grocery shopping later afterwards, that's how we survived Black Friday. So welcome, Resell King.
Hello?
Oh, he was up at 4 a.m. Boo, hiss, hiss, boo. We didn't go to bed till close to that.
Phone.
We went to bed at, 2 o'clock? Close to it? No, it seemed like it. No, we both had trouble falling asleep last night, is what it was.
Yeah, probably about 1:32.
We watched an over a 2-hour movie.
3.5 hour movie.
Was it 3.5 hours?
It was 3 hours, 29 minutes.
Oh my God. Whew. So.
That's from the king of the people that never watch movies.
Yeah, we don't usually watch movies. What was it called? The Irishman.
Yeah.
Had too many stars to not watch.
Old stars.
And I don't mean stars as in review stars, as in, who was in it?
De Niro
Joe Pesci,
and Pacino.
De Niro,
Pacino.
Who else? I already said Pesci. I know there was more.
I can't remember.
I can't even remember who all was in there. Lots of people were in there. And it was a Martin Scorsese film. So. Oh, Jimmy Hoffa. So the mob and Jimmy Hoffa. So it was interesting. Here caught on my glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that? Reseller King didn't go to bed till 12:30.
Wow.
You must be one of those people that don't need sleep. I am not one of those people. Rob can survive on little bits of sleep, but I can't. So we're up this morning. Did not do any Thanksgiving Day shopping. Did not do any Black Friday shopping other than grocery shopping. Did not plan on any shopping today. It was going to be a work.
Do any Black Friday shopping?
Hey, turn that off. Listing weekend. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get busy and get some work done, so we can hopefully do good. We had a good day yesterday. Yes, your hair is a mess. I wasn't going to say anything, but now that you mentioned it, it is a mess.
It is.
So we watched part of Nate's hangout last night. My God, how long was he on, Rob? Did you say
7 hours?
7 hours. I think that should be considered a marathon. Not so. Hats off to Nate for doing that. That's pretty cool. We watched the beginning of it when it was Nate and Kelly, and let's see, Tommy joined in for a little bit, and Anthony came on. Yeah, so that's what we saw, and then we had to we called it a night to go watch our movie. So I think Rob's going to go over this morning some of what sold yesterday. Are you prepared to do that, Robbie?
Not yet.
No, not yet. But so anyway, we had a good day. We pushed close to 300 yesterday in sales just on eBay. So that's not bad. Haven't really checked the other or other places, but if we did on there, they're usually, they're not, as big as eBay, but close to 300 on eBay yesterday. Today is Small Business Saturday. So hopefully people remember that eBay supports that we are all small businesses, most of us on eBay. So people hopefully will remember that and not just think of us on Cyber Monday. I don't even think people think about eBay on Cyber Monday, to be honest with you.
What is it? Amazon?
I think people really gravitate towards Amazon and other, you know, other online presences, retail presences, you know, Best Buy, and everybody has a big Cyber Monday usually.
Best Buy is still around?
Yeah, last
Huh.
I heard.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I
I thought they went to the wayside. What?
Reseller King, it says, look like you've been a week at Woodstock.
Really? That before or after I put my hair up?
That was a good one. Yeah. But before it rained, because, you know, after it rained, everybody was muddy. So, you know, or maybe after it rained and it rained the mud off of him or something. So some of them people at Woodstock look pretty rough. Yeah, it takes a lot to get up and look as beautiful as he does every day.
Right.
His beauty regime, you know. That's what we get for working at home. You get into that. I am how I am. There you go. My mom used to always tell my dad, you know, she used to say, you know, if I let myself look like you do on your days off, you know, when you're just wandering around the house, you'd have divorced me a long time ago.
I get notification after notification for some reason.
For what? That was my phone a minute ago. I was checking. My phone was going off like crazy.
My phone was off for over an hour, 24 hours.
Yeah, my phone was going off like crazy on notifications. You know, all those lovely Epstein didn't kill himself memes on Facebook, Rob.
Yeah.
I got to thinking, I had never seen one that had a note from Epstein's mother. So I Googled Epstein memes, and I got one that has, it shows Will Ferrell doing his Ron Burgundy thing, and it says, just in, you know, Epstein didn't kill him. This was found on Epstein's body, you know, Epstein didn't kill himself, signed Epstein's mother, you know.
Huh.
So I thought it was cute. So I put it out there last night, and I'm getting like really lots of hits on it this morning. You know, I love a good welcome back Kata meme. So cross country picker is in our house. Well, good morning. Reseller King says he's fell asleep in front of his computer before. Have you ever fell asleep in front of your computer, Rob?
I probably have. You know, I've been working on a computer for a long time.
I don't know that I've ever fell asleep.
The first home-based computer I bought was 19.
You showing your age?
92. 1992.
Well, then I beat you because I had one in 1991.
In your home?
Yes.
Okay.
I bought it for my sister and paid an obscene amount of money for it.
I think I bought mine at Radio Shack.
Yeah.
Well, it was a Tandy.
So, the only time I've ever fell asleep in front of a computer was when I was working a night shift. And I was in front of the computer and I fell asleep. So there you go. Yeah. True story there. Reseller King is congratulating Cross Country Picker on their first sale. Well,
have they got like a private chat going? Because I didn't see that.
I don't know, but congratulations. That's wonderful. Anybody's first, you know, everybody's got to take a first step somewhere, first sale somewhere. So congratulations. I can't remember my first sale, to be honest with you.
I can.
Yeah,
not yours first. It's not like the new again. Like I remember your first sale, but I remember mine.
I didn't even know you when you made your first sale, and you definitely didn't know me.
You would never guess what I sold.
Memory.
No.
What?
2 hard drives.
Well, I knew it was computer related.
2 Apple hard drives from
I cannot
old Macintosh laptops.
Hey, Christy, I can't even remember my first sale. It's been so long ago. So. Again, it's Small Business Saturday, so hopefully people will patronize our small businesses today, and we'll have a good day. Yesterday was a great day. Oh, see, look at Reseller King. He checked his videos out and subbed to him.
Wonder what was
So,
in that.
see?
Wonder what was in that chat that it held it.
What are you talking about?
It held it in the chat for some reason.
Held what?
His comment.
Not in mine, it didn't.
It didn't mind.
Well, there you go. I have
Checked out his videos and sub.
Yeah, he subbed to him.
But I'm just saying, I don't know why it would have held that. Something.
I have
there
no
was
idea.
something in bad in that one.
No, not that I can read in between the lines on that. No, I don't think so. So, well, that just goes to tell you Rob has not been over there to check him out. So we'll have to go over there and check you out, Cross Country Picker.
I watched a few people yesterday.
That's wonderful. Like we were talking about first sales. I don't remember mine. Rob says his was hard drive. So there you go. May we all get to the point where it's been so long ago since our first
and
sale.
And then after that, it was like 1,000 video games and 1,000 pair of shoes.
Oh.
Where I came to my senses not to sell shoes.
I told you I sold a lot of ladies' lingerie, a lot of ladies' drawers and panties. So probably it was something along that line. I also sold a lot of ladies. Well, I have I have a lot of clothes, and so I started doing what they tell you to do. I sold out of my own closet for a long time. Never sold shoes though, but I sold clothes. I sold a lot of my clothes.
Yeah.
So, yep. So anyway, again, Small Business Saturday. Hopefully people will remember that and remember to patronize our businesses today. And hopefully we'll get a chance to patronize. That was already done and shipped.
Yeah, I know, but this is all that was sold yesterday.
Okay. Well, you didn't tell me you were rolling into that. I'm just prattling away and you're rolling into. No, go right ahead.
Go ahead.
No.
I'm showing it. You can say
Go right ahead.
Go ahead. You can
you talk. I'll take a sip of coffee.
I've already loaded it all. I did all the hard work. Come on.
Let's go.
Go ahead. Tell me what that is.
Hi, Myra. That is a Tigger, a baby Tigger. Has sewn on eyes as opposed to ones that a baby could gnaw off. So it was made for baby.
Glenn the Swamp Picker's here too.
Oh, good morning, Glenn. Like I said, I hope everybody survived yesterday.
What's that?
That's a PS2 guitar and Commando's Freedom 5 controller with 1, 2, 3 World Tour game. Yep. There you go. I'm ready to go.
Blackheart Premium Special Rum.
Oh, thank you, Tommy. Tommy's explaining why the word sub. So.
Oh, okay.
Eat a Snickers, he says. Well, there you go.
Oh, we can't blatantly ask for somebody to sub to us?
No.
I always do it. Blackheart Premium Special Rum.
Yeah, I think we showed that because you shipped it.
That one too, the wheat. But this actually didn't sell yesterday, but they paid for it. That's why it was on my list.
Come on.
The Drambuie.
Drambuie. Well, we sold that. We showed that one because we shipped.
Horse.
Yeah. Hey,
somebody here today might have been here yesterday.
That's true. Hey, Tommy, did you catch Nate's hangout at all yesterday? I'll tell you what, Kelly was on fire. I'm a person that says pretty much anything. I have, I say whatever pops into my head. I don't think about it a lot, which gets me into trouble sometimes. But Kelly left me speechless.
Oh my God!
Yesterday, she did, and I even put that in the chat that it's very rare that somebody leaves me speechless with something that they say.
Victorian ornaments.
But I really had no comment to say to her for a while. It took me to recover, and God bless her. She kept talking about it for a long time. She was talking about. I'm not even going to say it. Y'all go watch Nate's hangout yesterday. She was talking about something, and man, I tip my hat to her. I'll just say that.
Okay, let's pick it up.
Okay, Rob wants me to move along. All right, what do we got?
Victorian ornaments.
Yeah, Vanna White. Cheap. Sold it cheap, but it's all paid for. Just trying to push it out, get it out of here before I lot it up and get rid of it.
The bull.
Tommy says you have to go into Bible study on Tuesday and remind her of what she says. Good morning, Derek. Well, I mean, honestly, in itself, it's not bad. It's just it sounded so god awful, I mean, it took everybody by surprise, I think, because I don't think anybody's ever thought about that, or I've never heard anybody that's done that or ever wanted to do
Lisa.
that. Okay.
Bull videos.
Bull. Totoro. Yeah, bullfighting videos I paid it probably, I don't know, 10 cents a piece for, into 25, so that was a good sale. We had close to 300 yesterday on eBay.
We had we had like tons of VHS on there for, and a lot of them been on there for a while. Good, we never even we never took them off and all that. So like we redid them all because of eBay's
item specifics,
and we've been selling like one or two a day now.
Of old, I mean, like really old ones. So
like this one's
great.
Been on there for about a year, hasn't it?
But we're selling it. I mean, again, I pay on the average a nickel to 10 cents a video, and if I can get they're just stuff taken. It's just stuff we haven't taken off yet. And I'm getting $5 to $10 to $20 a video. I'll take that all day long.
Mr. Knit.
Yeah, and that actually went to Australia. They had to pay quite a bit to ship that to Australia.
What's that? A pattern book?
No, it's just a pattern. It's a sewing pattern. Mr. Knit,
Camelot Designs.
Ice Castles, a whole whopping $3. So.
Backstitch alphabet.
Yeah, backstitch alphabet. Tommy says, "Oh, there were no glitches. Just ask eBay." Oh my God. Myra says that Kelly plugged her Bible study within 5 minutes of wanting to lose all her teeth so she could improve her oral skills.
I guess she was in there too.
Isn't there a joke about that? Bump, the perfect woman.
Hostage train.
Oh. Wow.
Hostage train.
Hostage train. Yep.
Another VHS. Been around for a while.
Siosa Sells. Good morning.
Oh, this was a promo one.
Yeah, it has actually two ones.
I don't know if you've ever seen those before, but they have like where the video stores used to have them. They would play them in the store, and it would have advertising on it.
Oh my God! Tommy says she talked about that the other morning on 4 a.m. on Cliff's channel. My God, I'm gonna have to start trolling Kelly. Oh, I shouldn't say troll with her. I'm gonna have to start watching Kelly's just to see what she says.
Christmas baking.
Hello Kitty Bubble Bath. Hey, we bought that when we first started selling on Amazon years ago. That's how old that is.
Finally sold. Hey, we still got one left.
Really?
That's what it says.
Wow.
I don't even know what this is.
That's a little wooden ornament.
Oh yeah.
What does it sell? $6.49. Somebody paid $6.49 for a little wooden ornament. Just goes to show you, Christmas sells. And more cookbooks. Good God.
Fish and chicken. They can't make their mind up.
Yeah.
And finally, but not least,
cat creamer. Hey, I got a great cat cup that should have went with that one. It says, "Show me your kitties."
Oh my God.
It does. It says, "Show me your kitties" with a K. Kitties.
Yeah.
And it has two little kittens. It's really cute.
Great.
Yeah. I got that one. I thought it was funny. I would drink out of it.
That's a smashing looking picture. That looks like a stock picture.
I took that picture.
No, I did, because that's a black background, and I did.
Listen at him. See, competition. Looks like it's pointing at me. Yeah, you probably did, because that looks kind of blurry.
Oh, thanks.
I would have never had blurry photos like that.
Great. Criticism.
Do you see what Tommy said? Well, I know that's true, because Rob and I talked about that, because he sold quite a bit on Amazon for a while, and then got gated and stuff because of our inactivity. But he's talking about you can't sell DVDs on Amazon here without an invoice or a huge history, but you can in Canada. So he says he's wondering if we can ship them to Canada FBA.
Yeah.
Might be a workaround. Who
A bunch of
knows?
DVDs.
Might be a workaround. Who knows? So. No, so I hope everybody survived yesterday, had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and survived yesterday, and busy working today. We're not going to go off today, even though there's quite a few. I love my community. I don't know if people are advertising it in all their communities. We had Black Friday yard sales yesterday. We did not go, but I thought that was pretty good advertising. You know, you're going to have a Black Friday sale to try and compete with the big stores. You know, Black Friday yard sale. I wonder what the prices were. No, that's true, Tommy. You know, he said people from UK sell here, Canada sells here, so why not? That's true. Why not? You know, make it a little bit easier. We would love to sell, you know, more things on Amazon, but like I said, Rob got gated in some of the things that he hadn't been before. I know isn't pretty much everybody is with the DVDs, right?
Even in CDs, I was opening CDs forever, and they and I still had CDs in there. I guess you can sell certain CDs. I guess you just got to scan it.
Oh, Myra's talking about Kelly when Kelly was talking about, I don't know if she was talking about last night or she was talking about the other day. She said she screamed Jesus Christ into her phone. That's kind of like yesterday when Rob and I kept
probably talking to a troll.
Huh?
She was probably talking to a troll.
Who?
Kelly.
She was not talking to a troll. It's when Kelly got on her roll.
Oh.
Kelly got on her roll about, you know, I think this is she was talking about losing her teeth to have better oral skills. You know, so.
Oh my God.
Okay, Rob does not want me to go there this morning. I can tell that right now. Rob is a stick in the mud. So, he's afraid his mom is listening this morning.
Well, you know.
No.
Never know when mom's listening.
Well, you know what? Your mom might just surprise you. She might just be able, you know, to tell you that she knows all about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So what are you going to talk about today, Robert? What are you going to work on?
I have no idea. I'll have to start working and see what happens. You know,
so you don't have a plan?
I'm sure, you know, go any corner in this room, you can probably find something to put online.
All right.
Kind of like our own little thrift store.
Hey, Lori, welcome. Good morning. I love having Lori in here. I'm telling you guys,
Lori? I don't even see a Lori.
Lori Crochet Corner.
Oh, okay. I gotta look at their YouTube chat. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. I tell all of my people, Lori, that come in here that are that if they're not sub to you, they should. I love crafts. Everybody on here knows that. Rob calls them my crap sometimes, but not so much anymore since he's better. But I have lots. I come from a very crafty family, and I love all types of crafts. I love all the dedication and time it takes to put in to make all types of crafts. I'm a big supporter of crafts. I buy, I also sell them. I also do my own crafts. So if anybody's not subbed to Lori, I encourage you to go. She's got a great channel, and you also can get more familiar with crafts. So, but anyway, I'm trying to be very diverse in my things that I watch. The pooch.
Knocking on the door.
Well, yeah, she's knocking on the door. So, oh gosh, I think we have a pretty good group in here this morning. I asked Robbie, he said 10 o'clock, and I was like, oh my God, 10 o'clock a.m.? He said, yeah. And I first thought originally, I went to Anthony's channel, you know, Pittsburgh. And I said, are the entrepreneurs on today? He's like, no, it's Saturday. Days have no meaning right now. Anybody ever get like that where you don't even know what day it is? I'm pretty good if I can tell it's Thursday through Saturday. If I see if I see yard sale signs out, I know it's somewhere within that period of time, because that's usually when the yard sales are out, Thursday through Saturday. But after that, it's all just a big blur. All the days just kind of blur together. It's what happens when you have no kids and you don't have to worry about if it's a school day or not. You don't have a regular job to go to. This job is anything but regular.
You call it irregular.
Yeah, like irregular bowels. Irregular. Everything about this job is irregular. But that's why we all need a little bit of encouragement. Yeah, Tommy's the same way. He said every day doesn't know. My biggest thing is, do we have to ship today? That's,
No.
That's the big thing. Is today a ship day? Yes or no? That determines sometimes what time I get up. If we have to ship, well, I mean, I've been going over to the car lot some, but right now that's until we get over all our big holiday push. That's taking a big back seat. So it's just hanging here with Rob and figuring out what's going on, what we're going to do today. Try to sit down and plan for it. Rob's got a big ideas. He couldn't sleep last night, so trying to sleep. And I think when you go to bed, we should leave the work outside. But he was on a roll last night. He couldn't sleep, and so he started discussing about what we're going to do today, or things that we should do. Can I discuss what you talked about or not?
What do you mean?
About
No.
Okay. Look, it's top secret. It's still under development. I can't even talk about it. There you go. It's privileged, so I'll have to wait and share it with you. No, you can turn the fan on if you'd like. He's having a hot flash. Yeah, it's either, well, there you go. He said either turn the fan on or he's taking clothes off. Let's turn the fan on, everybody. So used to the way I had my camera pointed, you could see the fan, but I actually have my camera where it looks like Rob and I are the same height now. I don't look so short like I used to. So yeah, I redid my camera, so I actually look a little bit taller.
Laptop camera.
There you go. Now you can see the fan in the background on
I have
yours.
like some sort of glowing lights coming out from the here because of the light through the window. See, look at it.
Yes, it's an angelic halo coming off of you. That's why I'm telling you, sometimes when you show things over there, it has a glare on it, but it's because of the sunlight. I'm not in the sun. I hiss and moan when I see the sun coming at me. Vampire syndrome. So I'm in the dark over here in the corner, but that's okay. I like my little hole in the dark. So anyway, Rob was going on about things that he wanted to do or for us to try. So we're going to be doing a few things differently coming up. So hopefully we'll get to share those with you guys as soon as he gets them in place. So
I could say something like, that like what I'd like to do with our other store. That's it.
That's what I was talking about, dear.
I would like to open up and put it in clothing only.
We have another store, which most people have more than one store on eBay. We do. Well, we have another account. Yeah, we do not have a store subscription right now.
We buy stuff on it.
Mm-hmm. We buy stuff. I have a couple things listed, but I don't really use it too much to sell. But we are going to get probably the basic store subscription on it and start using it do a clothing only and see how that goes. Since we were really big into clothes at one time, we discussed that before, and we have quite a few clothes. That's an understatement. We have lots of clothes that we'd like to go ahead and get put back on. So we're going to try and get those up and going in a new store. I already have it named kind of as a clothing store anyway, because that's what I was going to eventually get to. I was going to do it on my own. It's kind of a separate thing that never manifested. So we're going to do it together, hopefully, and get it up and going. So that'll be a new thing to have, is we're going to move. We don't have very many clothes on our store right now that we have, the big store, the anchor store. But we're going to take what clothes that we do have, move them over there, and then start with new listings and hopefully get some. And we do have some feedback. We do have feedback on that account from buying, and we haven't sold anything, but from as a buyer. So at least we'll have feedback when we get started. We won't be starting from scratch, and we've had it for a long time, so we don't have to do managed payments. Yay. Or I don't think we have to do managed payments. I don't know. Maybe it's with a new store subscription. I don't know what they'll do with us, but we've had it for a long time, so we'll see when we go to update it. What else were you blabbering on about last night? Think so? Okay. Well, there you go. You know what I was thinking about when I couldn't sleep last night was inspiration.
Really?
Yeah. I think we all need inspiration. I think that's one of the biggest reasons people tune in to other people's YouTube channels, is to find something. I know I do. I tune in for my biggest thing is I tune in for motivation. I
think motivation a little more, one of those like different colored slips in the mail.
Oh, you mean a pink slip? They're going to turn something off? That's your motivation? Well, dear, I like to listen to people. I like to listen to people while I'm working. I think it helps me focus. I do better having that than just silence. And sometimes with people talking, and when you're working, you're not tuned in completely 100%, but you're hearing it in the background, and you hear bits and pieces. And there's things that people say that you can, oh God, yeah, that's so true. And it's affirmation that what you're doing, you're not the only one that's going through it. Reselling X, what's the deal with managed payments? I don't know. We have another account with eBay we've had for a long time, and we're gonna open it as a store. And I don't know how the process works, if we'll have to opt into managed payments with that store, or we won't, because it's been a long old account, so I don't know. Yeah, it's already set up where it takes payments through PayPal. So I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do. That's what I was saying, Reselling Addict. So yeah. So we'll see. We'll let everybody know once we get it set up and going. It's going to be clothes only. So that's what we're doing.
Condensed clothes only in our listing here, and I can't do it. It doesn't have a category you can.
No, honey, it doesn't. But there's a way to do it. I'll show you.
Okay.
I'll show you.
Okay.
I'll help you with that.
Thanks. Sometimes I do need help.
Yes, he does. But no, we're talking about inspiration. But I think that's the reason why a lot of people tune in. You tune in for motivation. You tune in for inspiration. And sometimes you tune in just for the fun of it. And I think everybody's channel kind of fits into somewhere, of what you're looking for. But Rob you don't want me to go deep today? You want me to keep it light?
I mean, you can do whatever you want, but if I need to leave the room, tell me.
No, you do not need to leave the room, darling. You are just fine. No, I just think that I am what I like to watch people that I feel are real. I like to watch people that I can relate to. I love it. Tommy's giving a warning to Lori about his channel.
Cool.
Yeah, it's not. He's absolutely correct, Lori. I'll just tell you that. But I do look for him. I look for him and Tracy. A lot of time, Tommy and Tracy, uniquely me, is they're on together, and they give me a much needed comic relief. They talk about anything and everything. There's really nothing that's off topic, and they say a lot of.
Jeez, this is going to happen all day.
Always catches me when I'm drinking I know, it always catches me when I'm drinking.
I'm on.
So
You said I thought you said it was off.
we went off for just a minute. I started talking about Tommy and Tracy's channel, and we went off. So I don't know, is that a glitch or I don't know. But no, I do enjoy. They are my comic relief. They say things that I wish I had said, or a lot of things people are thinking but just don't have the nerve to say sometimes. So it's great. And they have a lot of good people that come in and out. The government is suppressing me. I'm telling you, the man is coming on it.
The government.
Yeah. So yeah, there's always interesting things going on their channel. So I do try to catch them anytime I can. They do come on late at night. I love it. Lori says she made it to 60 so she can handle anything, Tommy. That sounds like a challenge. So yeah, I've been enjoying everybody's channel. I think a lot of us are at an age where, COPPA really doesn't apply to us, because we're not trying to be children's channels. Thank God. There's places and channels for that, but I don't make any bones that my channel is that. I try not to be bad. My mother-in-law did talk to me the other day, and she said, I think you called somebody an asshole. I said, I don't think so. I don't remember calling anybody an asshole. I might have. I mean, it's possible. Then she said, no, you said they didn't know their ass from a hole in the grass. Now that I said, yes, I will own up to that. I said that 100%. That was a favorite saying in my house growing up. My mom and dad used to say that about people all the time. So, they make you think. Yeah. Reselling addicts, you're absolutely correct. They make you think. Yeah. And make you think and make you laugh. So, and sometimes give you the same reaction, like Myra can attest, that you have when you're listening to Kelly with some of the things she said, But it's, I learned more about Kelly than I ever had. You get to know people the more you watch them and everything that goes out. So, what, Robbie? Well, I'm not going to talk about what she talked about. I'm just saying, I don't know that side of her because I don't know her that well. I haven't hung out in a lot of hangouts with her. But the more I'm getting to watch people, the more you get to know them, and and it makes them even cooler.
Great. I'm glad.
So, yeah, interesting topics. That's a good thing to say. Interesting topics. I like that. I kind of like to go like that. I have people ask me all the time, how can you get on and talk for such...
You'd rather much talk about the weather.
Is there a mute button for Rob? That's all I'm saying.
I'm in control of that.
No. All I have to do, if you mute me, all I have to do is hit my button over there, and I'm right back. So you can try, but it'll never happen, darling. Anyway,
I need my microphone back on. They can't play games for me.
Well, you see Rob's mouth moving, but he's not.
I'm right here.
Test. So anyway, I don't worry about it. I like to go. I have people ask me all the time, how do you get on? How do you talk about? When you go on, do you have anything specifically you're going to talk about? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I like to go wherever the chat goes. I just like to go with the flow. So that's okay. Oh, no problem. Jenny's here. Jenny and Jeff from Reselling Addicts. Yeah. If you haven't checked their channel out, they're a great couple people too. Couple that sells. So that's awesome. Another couple. And yeah, Tommy's right, because they do. I'm saying the one thing about their show, they have a lot of people from other parts of the world because of the time that they're in. And so that was the neat thing, is seeing all. I can't keep up with it. It goes flying by. I have to keep going back to try and catch up with everybody because it's just crazy in there. It was the other night when I was in there. So I think that it's great. And I think, Lori, if he comes on yours, yeah, I think he could be good. He can keep it clean. So I think we all have that ability. So that's what's fun about them too. Is like, like you said, Tommy said his favorite part is meeting all creators and resellers from around the world. And that was his goal from the start. And I think that is neat to have. We had Jamie, which was millionaire militaria on from the UK, and that was awesome to talk to somebody that was so far away. And I tell my parents that, I tell my dad that, and he's 84, and he just, that's mind boggling to think that you can have a live conversation. And see each other, where it's visual, you can see each other and talk all the way across the world like that. So it's pretty cool. So anyway, but yeah, I think it's a good group. It's a good group of people, and it exposes you to other people. And I have subbed to quite a few of the people that I've seen in their group. So, and Myra has wonderful advice: wear protection and keep it clean.
Yeah, well, there you go. You might survive.
As long as you don't get hit up by, I heard him call him last night. What did they call him, Rob?
Who's that?
This person that seems to be hitting the internet, and now he's picking on
I can't remember.
Aussie and UK sellers popping up.
Hanging something?
I think they called him the ball sack bandit.
Oh.
I thought that was, I think, and if it was,
is the person in this room that came up with that?
I think if you're going to use that, you should do, if it's going to be during the day, maybe we should call him the BSB, the BSB, to keep it clean.
Gosh.
So, yeah, we're on Facebook, Jenny. We do. We have couple pickers on Facebook. So we got our store on Facebook. We got personal on Facebook. We're all over Facebook. So
all our links are below.
Yep. Yeah, Tommy's right too. Is getting into a group of people that have that started out together and growing together has been cool too. Helping everybody get to get more subs and everything has been a lot of fun.
Look where this came from.
What?
Shopco.
What is that?
There used to be a store that in the Midwest that just closed down or something.
What are you doing?
I'm scanning these craft books.
Oh, he's scanning my craft
I'm
book.
working.
He's working. Yeah, but I bought him some more vintage craft books the other day. Imagine that. Y'all know me. I'm always buying craft books. So. I like that one too. Myra's Kibbles and Bits. Thank you. There's just so many different names to call him by.
No.
Rob and I finally got a troll that we had to deal with. We've had trolls several times, which have been interesting. Have not been hit by that person. Very grateful not to be. Shriveled his bits, Myra. There you go, Tommy. Thank you. We've all found that out, that we do believe this person is an older person. But I find that that's amusing, that that's one of the things that comes up on a lot of the channels. And I think it's funny that this person is, just, I can't wait until they get revealed. That's the thing. Because they always get caught. And then you can match the face with the ball sack.
Oh my gosh.
Or the face with the bits, whatever you want to do. So. Yeah, I know, Tommy. I mean, I just can't imagine, that people go into it thinking it's going to be a cute little joke or gag or whatever. And now, it can ruin somebody's life. So I wouldn't want to be in that person's place either. I think it's really sad. That's what it is. When you have to, it's a cry for attention. There we go. They weren't loved enough as a child. Their mother didn't love them enough. And so they have to show.
You're trying to analyze it now?
Did you freeze? Did I freeze the screen? I didn't think I froze the screen.
You're still moving over here.
I'm moving. I think
They're
so.
still moving.
That's the thing. As old as I've never, never had to cry out for attention. My mommy gave me enough attention when I was growing up. Mentally ill for sure. Well, aren't most people that do what we do mentally ill? I don't mean that in a bad way.
Oh my gosh.
I heard somebody say that a lot of was on a channel, and I'm not being silly about it, and I'm not making fun of mental illness for sure, because we all have our things we have to do. But a lot of people that do what we do it because of anxiety, maybe for issues, maybe they have problems working outside the home, maybe they have problems dealing with people, and so they turn to working for themselves, they turn from working at the home, that kind of stuff. So
Pretty much every job I have ever had, I had to deal with the public.
Cyosa Cell says that's dissing mentally ill. Yes, that is true. I wouldn't say the person that's doing that is mentally ill. I just think they're, Yes, and Tommy's clarifying that everyone has mental issues to an extent, but they are on a different level. Yes, that you're absolutely right. Good morning, Jennifer Hayes. How are you? How are you? How are you?
I would say that I worked in an industry that, over 10 years, and well, it was like about 15 years in the retail grocery business. I never want to go back again, especially because of the customers.
Oh, there you go. It's the customer's fault. Yeah. So he comes to eBay because we all know customers on eBay are so easy to get along with. At least not face to face. So there you go. Silas is going to come up and say you have a borderline personality disorder, full-time job, good fit for a second job hustle. Yep. Yep. There we are. We're back. Sorry about that, y'all. Nope, we're freezing. Yeah, Myra, moving on. No, just to, I'm going to put it out there. Rob probably will cringe, but I have chronic depression. I've been diagnosed. I have a whole big long thing, behind me, from a whole bunch of issues, over the past, and I've worked outside.
There it is.
But I think every day, the key to it is every day you have to wake up and say, I'm going to get up, and you have to, you have to have that, you have to have a positive attitude that you're going to get up and you're going to do something today, because anybody that deals with depression or a lot of other mental disorders knows that mental is a big key. You have to be in the right mental place to be able to get up and do it. Nobody can make you get up and do your work. It has to come from inside you. And that's one thing, when I started talking about all this earlier, and I was talking about the fact that I watch so many different people. There are so many people on YouTube that help motivate me. When I'm in one of my moods and I don't feel like working, I can turn it on, I can put it on and listen to it. And it helps me. It helps with laughter. It helps with motivation. It helps with inspiration. And, then there's some channels I just watch for pure entertainment. So, I have no issues with stigmas of mental illness or anything, because I do think Tommy is right that all of us have some type of mental illness on one level or the other. Some of us are diagnosed, some of us are not. So, endless motivation on YouTube. Yes, there is. There's motivation, Jen. There's motivation to do things, and there's motivation to not do things. The one thing that turns me off with YouTube, and I'm not pointing at anybody's channels or anything, But I like to try and find people, which I think most of the people that we interact with, that we're subscribed to, the ones that come in here and chat, that we love to see you every day, see you guys, are the ones that feel real and genuine. Those are the ones that I like to interact with. Those are the ones that I connect with, that I can communicate with. I like to watch the shows that are really about reselling. You see people that go through the same situations that you do, that you can identify with. I have issue with the ones, and I watch some of the ones I watch for, when I say pure entertainment, I watch, the ones that get into this business, not for their business, but for YouTube. They get into be YouTube stars. They really aren't about reselling. They make their money telling people how to sell. They make their money with seminars, or they make their money with books that they sell. I mean, that's fine. And I'm not putting anybody's game down. That's fine. That's great. And I'm not jealous of those type of people or anything. That's great. That's what they do. But, let's be honest, they're not resellers. They're on here to tell people how to do things. But which is, I kind of find ironic, because you're trying to tell me how to be a reseller when you don't really resell. You're just selling yourself, which we all have to sell ourselves in some way or the other. I understand that. But anyway, not to get on my soapbox. Rob hates that soapbox, and I'm behind on chat. So let me get back over here and see what's going on.
Oh, am I supposed to be monitoring chat?
Tommy says, if you watch our first shows, we had an amazing outpouring of people talking about their problems, big or small. It was a life changer for me. I felt like people need it. Tommy, I feel like that too. I think that there's so many people that, people are afraid to talk about their problems, that they're going to be judged, or we're already judged by our family or our people we work with. It is a very judgmental societies that we live in. And if you can find a community of people that accept you for who you are, and a place where you can express yourself, I mean, that's a beautiful thing. That, therapy is expensive. You can come on here and do it for free, let's see. So it says, I love Destiny's channel for that, working together and talking about mental health. I haven't been on her channel a lot, but I heard Tracy from Uniquely Me talk about that's what her channel was about. And I heard Destiny talk about it a little bit. So I do want to catch that more and hopefully participate in that more, because I think I have a lot to say about that too, because I've worked with people, for a long time, and I have different issues, and I have a lot of experience with working through that. And, anything that I can share or support people that are going through the same thing is great. Jen says her pet peeve is know-it-all channels. No one knows it all. That's the truth. But they'll tell you that they do, and they'll sell you a booklet on it for $9.95. And if you buy everything, they might lower it down a couple dollars. Myra tries to be positive. I think that's the biggest thing. You got to be positive. Nobody wants to tune in and listen to everybody bitch and moan every day. Because God knows we get enough of that in real life. You need something positive to inspire you to say that, it's going to get better. At least that's what eBay tells us. No. But sometimes the whole thing is, if you're not in a storm or just coming out of a storm, you're getting ready to go into one. That's what people don't understand, that there is no perfect spot in where you're going to be absolutely 100% free of all your troubles. It's a cycle, and it's a continual cycle. And it's just how you get through those different difficult periods in your life, determines, how you live your life. If you struggle through everything, then life's going to be a struggle forever. But if you have the attitude and the mindset that if you're in a bad situation, know that there is light at the end of the tunnel. It will end, and there will be better times ahead. And as long as you can keep that mindset, I think that's what helps people get through all kinds of things. I mean, it applies to all different things: financial, um, love, work, anything. Tommy said he tried to sell himself for a while and he had less sales than Glitch Bay.
Huh.
Yeah, I tried that too, but I was getting too many returns. Oh, Lori says her computer's broke. She talks about it all the time. That's okay. You have people out there, you may be surprised. Somebody might be able to tell you how to make it work better.
People tell me,
Ansley, good morning.
People told me not put coffee in my
Yeah, Rob found out that if you put coffee, you spill coffee on your keyboard, sometimes it causes keys to stick. So
my one arrow key hasn't worked since.
Yep, and you're right. You have to have fun. You have to make sure that you look for opportunities to be happy. I think a lot of times there's opportunities for people to be happy and they overlook them because they have their head down and they're so focused on what's wrong. You can't take time to stop and enjoy some of the little things out there that are right. Or, we want to be so politically correct with everything. You can't enjoy a laugh because you're afraid it might hurt somebody's feelings. I mean, let's be honest.
You're 51?
I said I was 51 and
Wow.
and our computer timed out. I guess I can't handle it. So, I mean, I think everybody is of an age where, you can't wear your feelings on your sleeve. You can't take everything personal. So, hey, Craig, welcome. Greg, working from home increases your cabin fever, Myra. Thank you, Ansley. That was very sweet. Thank you. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Sometimes you feel like you just have to get out. But I will tell you, as someone who, again, I do battle depression, you can ask Rob. There would be times when it would be like 3 weeks and I hadn't got out of the house in 3 weeks. And that's just honest.
All right. No.
Comcast sucks. Tommy. I will read up on that, Tommy, but trust me, I have a lot of background. I mean, you guys, I could have a whole channel about how screwed up my life has been. And, the fact that I'm here at 51 and still alive, I'm grateful. I don't have a lot of health issues. It's not that. It's just so I have had screwed up family issues and things, and how you deal with them. I was a people pleaser for a long time. I wanted everybody to be happy, put everybody before myself. A lot of women suffer from that. Not that men can't, not picking on the men, but a lot of women suffer from that, where we want to make everybody happy and we forget about making ourselves happy. And we can literally almost drive ourselves insane with it. And, that's why at 51, I can really say, I don't care anymore. I don't care who I please. I don't care if I piss somebody off. I'm going to say what I want to say. I try not to say it I don't mean things. I'm not a mean person. I don't see myself as a mean person. I'm a straight shooter. I don't like lies. I like everything to be honest, even if it's hurtful. I think it's better to be honest. But I try to say it in a loving, kind way, which is hard for people to hear sometimes. I see that Ansley says cartwheels cure everything.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm looking at it and I'm laughing because you know what? I've never done a cartwheel. That's if I tried to do a cartwheel, I would be in the emergency room. So there. Ansley, I will have to live vicariously through your cartwheels because best thing I ever did is I used to be able to do I used to be able to do splits, when I was growing up. Don't do that anymore. So I know. Tommy says, "Damn it, Rob! Stop pulling the plug when it gets deep."
No,
I
sorry.
agree.
That's the highest non-commercial rate of Comcast.
But you have to get to a point. What I was saying is, you have to get a point in your life where you have to tell people what you want them to hear, and a lot of people don't want to hear it, and it's caused me a lot of heartache in the fact that I've lost a lot of relationships with people. But you have to look at it in the fact that it's probably for the best, because you need to be around people that are good for your mind and your soul. You don't need to be around people that you can't be yourself, that you have to be afraid of what you say. You don't want to have to walk on eggshells and smile when there's not a smile there. So if I want to smile, I smile. If I'm in a bad mood, I'm in a bad mood. And I just try to deal with it. And God bless Rob. He's dealt with it with me now. So, but I was honest with him when I met him. So that's what I always. Hi, David. If anybody else has come in, I'm sorry if I missed you, but David, the car boot picker, is here. And he is another one, awesome, amazing soul that I met. I'm not sure which channel I found him on, but he is a very giving, sweet man who only does this part-time, but does an amazing job of it part-time. So, yeah, now you know why Rob's hair is the way it is. A hell of a mess.
Thanks.
I'm a mess. I'm the first one to say that people look at Rob and I and they wonder sometimes how we're a match. But honestly, I don't think there's another person on this planet that could put up with me. So I thank God for him every day that he puts up with me, because I'm not an easy person to live with. Just ask my first husband. Ask most of my family. They'll tell you,
Oh, I thought you were going to say most of your husband is it. I thought you only had
Most of
one.
my husbands. I only told you about the one, I'm not saying anything else, there might be more buried in the backyard.
Backyard. Right.
Yeah, Greg, I think you're right. It comes with age. It came to a head for me about 10 years ago. So maybe at 40s, maybe that was a midlife crisis. I don't know. But, I had a breakdown, and of all things, it was on the eve of Thanksgiving. I had a breakdown, and I just said, I can't do this. Sorry. Thank you, Tommy. That was wonderful. I had a breakdown about 10 years ago on Christmas. No, not Christmas. Thanksgiving night Eve. I called Rob at 2:00 in the morning and I said, "You got to come get me. I can't do this anymore." And it was devastating for my family. There were truths that had to come out, and it devastated my family. And a lot of my family blames me for that. Not for the things that secrets I held back over all the years and all the stuff. I'm just the one that broke the family up. But, love my mom and dad. My mom and dad are still with me and support me. And that's the most important thing to me is my mom and dad. So, and the truth.
There it is. Still not back. There we are. Are you back?
Yeah, he pulled the plug, Tommy. That's what I was thinking.
Sorry.
I think about that. I wonder how much, if any of my family watches what I say. And, I've talked to Rob about, you have to be careful what you discuss and everything, but it's okay. It's all good. I have 2 sons that neither one of them speak to me. And there's a lot of people out there that have that too. I found out that was the biggest thing, is finding out I'm not the only mother that has children that don't speak to her, but that's okay. Craig says food.
Food
Are you
what?
asking for food? Are you hungry?
I don't see where that says that.
Lane chart picker. He says food.
I don't see it anywhere. Am I on top chat or live chat?
I don't know, what kind of chat are you on, Rob?
Oh, okay. I see it now.
Lori, the best thing for me was a it was a church sale I went to about 4 years ago. And a bunch of ladies were talking about it. And I kind of came in on it. And I heard them talking, and I said, "Oh my God, that's me too." And next thing I know, I'm hugging all these women I'd never met before, and we're all crying. And I'm like,
What's wrong? You all right?
it was one of the best things that ever happened to me, to realize that you're not alone. That there's a lot of women out there, and I'm sure there's a lot of fathers out there, that their children don't talk to them. And that's okay. I'm here. When they're ready, I'm here. But like I told them, they better do it before I die, because, you never can tell. Yeah, it's hard. One has been about 4 years, and one is recent. So it's rough. Thank you. I'm being blubbery now, so you'll have to excuse me. My kids are the one things I miss more than anything else. I just have the 2 boys. So the one thing is my stepson, who I have been in his life since he was 7. He calls me. He comes by and sees me. And so I think Rob and I raised a good boy. And he came on here. In fact, he came on here the other day, remember? And he said, I was the fun mom. Aw, that's sweet. So, yeah, Tommy, when they're little like yours, you think they'll be with you forever, and then you piss them off. Or who knows why? Who knows why? Kids are kids. You have to raise them the best you can, and then you never know. You never know what's going to happen. But that's okay. I mean, they both are very well. There's no issues with them. They're both very successful young men. They have great jobs. They, they're well that way. They're not. They don't have any kind of drug issues or anything like that. Thank God. Just, I don't know. But anyway, 30 and 26. 30 and 26. So, never would have expected that, because I was a single mom for a long time, and it was just the 3 of us, against the world. And you think that's what's, that it's going to be like that forever. But it doesn't, But that's okay. I get through it. And I get through it with my work. I get through it with that one over there. He's a great support. Right, sweetheart?
I try to be.
So, and I have a great support system with my family, with my mom and my dad. So, yeah, so I have other family that doesn't talk to me either. So there you go. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, you know, but that's okay. Yeah, Lori, I mean, sometimes, you know, you don't know why. I mean, that's the big thing. I don't think there hasn't been anything that's caused, you know, where I could say that's why. If I understood it, I think I could deal with it better sometimes. But I just have to face that's their decision, you know, and they're adults. What can we do? It's not like you can, you know, tell them to, you know, call your mother or else. So, thank you, everybody. The boys, they were close to each other, and then they had a falling out, Tommy, and I don't really even know what that was about. So I don't know. I mean, they live close. We all live close. That's the sad thing too, is we don't live very far from each other. I think they still communicate with each other. I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. I don't talk to them, so I don't know if they do or they don't. So, yeah, you do. You have to make a peace with it, you know. Support groups down here for parental alienation. You know, that's what I thought. Yeah. Lori says you talk too much, Rob.
I'm editing. I'm working actually. This is
He
a working
can't.
hangout, so I'm working.
He can't do two things at one time, y'all. So you'll have to excuse him. No, he's good. He's good. He's just letting me go. He does that. You know, I thought about
I'm
that
doing the
about
work. She's doing the talking.
I thought about support groups, you know, because of the fact that I know I'm not the only one with it. When I walked in and saw that group of ladies that time, and it was so funny because I was actually out picking at their garage sale, or I think it was a church sale. So we were inside a church and inside like the fellowship hall, and the ladies, they were sellers there, and they were all talking, and all of a sudden I'm in the middle of them, and we're all hugging and we're crying, and that was at a picking. I was there picking, you know, so you never know what you're going to walk into. So, but and we're back, and we're back.
I didn't pull the plug. Go ahead.
Promises he didn't pull it. So anyway, off of that, but that's what I'm saying. We all have our demons that we have to face all the time, you know, to get our work done. I know, like I said, when I was in that group with the ladies, well, I heard one of them say that they used to follow them, try and stalk them on Facebook, and that's one thing, you know, I don't try to do any of that. I figure if they want me as part of their lives, you know, I'm here. They know where I live. They know what I do. You know, I even went through a thing about, my God, maybe they're embarrassed about what I do, right, Rob?
Yeah.
We went through that because I went from a very, very professional jobs to doing this, which to me, I'm not ashamed of it. But I did change my whole lifestyle. But I changed it for the better for me. You know? Yep, cross country picker, you're right. You try your best, and then all you can do is raise them the best that you can, and then prepare them for the world and set them free. And I must have done something right, whether they want to give me credit or not, like I said, because both of my children are very successful. You know, they're smart, they're tough. You know, they both have good relationships. neither one of them are married, but they both have, good long-term relationships. So, they're mentally equipped for that. None of them have children that I know of. I have no grandchildren that I know of, but, that's all you can do is love them, raise them, and set them free. And they're their own people. And people are strange. One of my favorite Door songs. Right, Rob?
Mm-hmm.
Don't y'all love that? He's my right, Rob? Mm-hmm. Yep. He always agrees with me, but for the most part. Everybody needs a Rob.
Gosh.
Yeah. He's a great you might consider him a sidekick, but he's not. He's my rock.
Yeah, you got my scanner, so I have to put my EPC in by hand.
Oh, you want your scanner back?
No, I don't have enough ports.
You don't have enough ports. So anyway, God, I don't even know what we started talking about. Who knows?
Did we go back and check?
No, it's okay. We were talking about mental illness. We were talking about Tommy.
Hey, at least got you laughing. There you go. You were laughing, they caught you.
Yeah, it caught me. Tommy said, what we do, it's a weird career. Yep, I agree. It's definitely not for everybody, and it's a whole. It's not just we've many channels address this. It's not just what we do; it's a lifestyle, and it's a very foreign lifestyle to them. But they're both good. I mean, they both. I used to sell part-time on eBay when they were growing up, so they understand about that a little bit. They don't understand the full thing about giving up a job that has benefits and everything to do what I do, but there again, they don't understand the mental strain of a lot of the jobs that I carried. I think a big part of it too is they don't have children. I think when they have children and they realize what it takes to raise a child, and hopefully they'll be blessed enough to have both parents in the household, but I raised my boys mostly as a single mother, and what it takes to have enough income to be able to not only just live but have a life, because there's a difference in just surviving and having a life. I worked 2 jobs at times. I also worked and put myself through school at night. If I hadn't had my mom there to help, look after him, of course, I wouldn't have been able to do that, but I did have that. So, I mean, there's so many sacrifices that you have to make when you have children. I think they might understand things a little bit better once they have children themselves. Thank you, Lori, for coming in. Love you too. Like I said, I really enjoy your channel. You're real, and I caught that the very first time I watched you, which is one of the reasons why I sub to you, and I encourage other people to, not just for your wonderful crafting skills, but also you're a real person. So take care. Thank you. Tommy, you're absolutely correct. Friends coming to visit, we look hoardish. I looked at that first and I thought it said, we look horseradish. We look hoardish. That's true. It's different, but that's okay. When my kids were growing up, everything was new. I don't do that anymore. I recycle a lot. I have a lot of used things, but I like what I have. I was like that kind of anyway. So, But Rob knows they both always like to have the best and brightest of everything, especially my mini me. My mini me. So I like to call him that, even though he doesn't. I probably doesn't like to hear that, but I do. Since he's not going to watch this anyway, I can say that. My mini me. You know, that has to have 2 closets for his clothes. That's what I used to be. I used to be a clothes horse. You know, I had a shoes for each outfit, which I think he does that too. He has shoes for each outfit, and nice car, all that kind of stuff, which is great. You know, and he's a great profession. He's a kindergarten teacher. Of all things, he's a kindergarten teacher. So, thank you, David. Thanks for stopping by. So there you go. All right, Robbie, you still scanning?
I was just looking at these, see what the VHS blanks are going for on Amazon these days.
Anything worth any while?
I mean, yeah, but there's a lot of sellers, you know, so I'm sure it's going to be a long tail item. That's why I think I recalled some of them.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when we were getting packages in the mail all the time. It was like Christmas, and it was Amazon returns.
Oh, no,
recalls that he called that.
It's just too saturated these days, I think. To probably just do a lot.
Robert, are you awake? You keep rubbing your eyeballs.
Yeah, I'm awake. I'll probably just do a lot of them.
Yeah.
Now
I have.
Maybe I should look up that person that bought them for me offline.
Tommy says, what's the rank they use to sell when they hit the warehouse? What's
the rank they use to sell when they hit the warehouse?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't looked at blank VHS in a long time.
He did at one time. We were selling quite a bit of blank VHS, blank sealed VHS.
Yeah, it's just everybody automatically usually picks them up if they're doing FBA by themselves, you know.
Man, you've let out your secrets.
Well, they do.
But, that's why I never understood bolos. Why do people do bolos?
Maybe one-offs would be all right. One-offs?
You are tired. That's the problem this morning. You need to wake up.
I better drink some more coffee.
Tommy said, what's the sales rank on Amazon? That's what he means.
I don't even know. I haven't even looked at these yet. I had the UPC, but then I just put it in the title. Usually
I've got his
scanner,
so he can't scan it in real easy.
Like, one, they're trying to sell for 10, but I ain't going to be putting them in singles. A 5-pack is ranked, what is it?
Yeah, well, that's okay. The bolos are fine if some people wait and after they've already sold all their crap.
Oh, I got.
That's one thing, but I don't understand the logic. But going out and having your car full of stuff and blasting it from your car before you even get back home to get it listed. Hey, Lobster, good morning. You missed all the mushy stuff. That might be a blessing. Come on, Robert.
I'm slow. It's loading helium-10 here. See what it looks like.
You're slow or the computer's slow?
Helium-10 says a 5-pack. You got to pay $13.96 for FBA fee. People got $58 on the buy box for a 5-pack.
For a 5-pack?
Yeah, but let's see what the rank is.
Well, that's what Tommy was asking. What's the...
Used to put out that Biohazard guy. I forgot his name. His name Biohazard. Something.
Okay, Greg.
He used to have a chart you could look at.
Who was it?
I forgot his name. His name was Biohazard somebody. He used to have a chart all the time.
Yeah, Rob's like...
But that's, years ago.
I was going to say, when he did Amazon was in 2015, 2016, so he's kind of out of it. He hasn't been really I don't know that he's sent a box. Have you sent anything in since then?
Not since 17, probably.
You know what he does? What little bit he has now, most of it is on merchant fulfilled. So, you know, we don't have a lot. I never learned Amazon. I don't know if I want to or not, honestly. You know, people say you need to learn it so you can do it. But I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about it.
I mean, I had the idea years ago. I mean, and too much to even get a domain name to because I had so many blank videotapes to just make a standalone website for blank videotapes.
Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Sorry. Okay, I won't.
I'm gonna do like a boo, 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 boo. I got a news bulletin to come in. Listen to this. Oh, Tommy, you cut out during the
2000 and 2000. Low 2000s in blank media.
And Craig wants to know, what chart are you talking about?
It was like the cut. He put it out years ago. I mean, he used to be with Bearded Picker about a year ago talking about Amazon. His name was Biohazard somebody, and he used to put it on his website all the time. You would just print it out and you could look at it, you know, and like if it was a certain ranking, buy it, you know, in that category.
Top percentage in each category?
Yeah, top percentage in each category.
Okay, I just got a message from somebody on eBay about a figure that I have, my little devil figure. It says, I might have better luck selling him for less because of the repairs and chip paint. Just trying to help you sell him. Thank you so much, because you've been lowballing me. That's the reason why you're doing that. So, oh, look, Craig says he has a copy of it if you want. It's been updated.
Sure. Send it to me in my Gmail account.
I just love when people
I think it's on this page or in the description of our website somewhere, or page somewhere.
Love when people try to
coupleofpickers@gmail.com.
How to do my business. Thank you very much, but I like the price I set it at, so kiss my devil's butt. How about that? And if it's somebody that's watching this that sent me that, I do apologize. It's my little devil figure.
Be a little more generous. We'll take your offer.
Yeah, you know. Don't try and it says, I have several of them. I know, and you want to add this one to your collection, and that's the reason
you know what? Whenever I got that, I don't even think I even meant to get it because it was broken.
Well, I mean, I fixed, and I know he has a broken, okay, in perfect condition, he sells from 70 to 100. I have mine set, and I'm willing to take 15 for him. I'm not taking less than 15 for God's sakes, because I fixed that foot amazingly, I must say. That was a fix that could have been featured on Super Glue's commercial. It was that amazing. So.
Don't they have, what's that one called now these days?
Of course, it wasn't really Super Glue. It was whatever, probably the dollar store.
Flex something is what the new.
Flex Seal?
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm just saying, it just irks my irker, and that's IRK, irk. Irks my irker that people try to tell you how to do stuff. But anyway, I digress.
Yeah.
Yep. Shop small Saturday. Well, you can't get smaller than a lot of Hey, here's one for you guys. And this kind of goes along. Okay, I'm just scrolling through Facebook, and I have a lot of really, really weird friends. And someone this is on a sign in front of somebody's store, and it says, is butt cheeks. And they have butt and cheeks pushed together as one word. Is butt cheeks one word, or should I spread them apart?
Gosh.
Sorry.
Lisa.
I thought that was funny.
Tell you what.
I thought it was funny. That's going to get an LOL from me.
Oh, great.
So.
You know, I don't even like Facebook, you know, but, you know, I get these notifications of people sending me dog stuff.
I send dog stuff. The one I love since every snack you make, every meal you bake, every bite you take, I'll be watching you. And it's got the dog staring at him. So Lobster is going for coffee break.
Hey, go get me some too, please.
Do you need coffee break?
I'm empty.
Hey, I could use some fresh in it. You want to go?
My God. Just because I say I need coffee, you want more.
Mm-hmm. No, it's Lobster's fault. He's the one that said he needed coffee. So I'm going to jump on the coffee bandwagon.
All right, sorry if I scraped your ears.
Why?
I just took my mic off.
Well, you scraped on all that massive chest hair?
Yeah.
Hey, that's a joke. What were we talking about that? So, thank you, Craig. Hey, Glenn. Rob's running out for coffee. He'll be right back. I'm, checking Facebook, seeing what's going on. Or here's one. Getting older is waking up and thinking you're hungover and then remembering, nope, this is just how I am now. Sorry, I have some really strange friends that love to send me stuff that makes me laugh. That's okay. So what's everybody else doing this morning? How's sales going? Did anybody have good sales yesterday? We did. We did almost 300 yesterday, so not bad. A lot of miscellaneous crapola. I mean, not anything that I would get too excited about, but I mean, other than the fact it's selling. I don't think there was a lot of the newer stuff we put on. It was a lot of older stuff. Still doing really well with sending orders to customers. Not orders, God. Offers to people, watchers. I get it right. Orders to customers. Offers to watchers. There I go. Now I got it. Now I got it going. So. Rob's working this morning. That's the working part of this hangout. I'm not. I am. I'm working. I'm networking. I'm networking with all my friends. Hot today. It's in the 80s down here today, but we are going to get some colder weather. It's supposed to be in the 40s later on in the week. But it is in the 80s today, so it's hot. Not going out. Staying in, trying to work. Got a lot of work done yesterday. Going to try and get, I'm on my momentum. Today's the last day of the month. Yeah. Orders to customers. Thank you. You're right. Yeah. Yeah, if I don't do that, eBay might get a little miffed. So the customers will get miffed. Yeah, that's true. It's the brain. I'm low on coffee. I need a little bit more. Rob's my support person, and he's missing. I got to have my Rob beside me. Everybody needs a support Rob. He's great. I know. What is taking so long with that coffee? It's just coffee, for God's sakes. I have a feeling he probably did a bathroom break on me too. Hey, Harry, welcome. If you guys have not subbed to Harry Humstone, you really should. Check his channel out. He's just starting to do some lives, and I love your voice, Harry. I love to listen to you. You have a great voice, and I love your sense of humor too. And I must say also, I call him Lobster. He's in here. Sparkling Lobster. If anybody hasn't subbed to him, you guys should really check him out. I was rolling on the floor watching one of his videos yesterday. We were listening to it. It was so funny. Again, another great sense of humor person. Thank you. Great sense of humor person that I totally get you, Lobster. And I was watching your video yesterday about your subscriber that dropped off. And I totally get that too. I feel the same way. I get up and I'm like, okay, who did I piss off today or yesterday because I'm down one, up one, around one. They come and they go. I don't know. It's all right. I don't worry. I don't lose too much sleep about it. I mean, Rob and I, grateful. I'm grateful for every sub we have. Don't get me wrong. But when one leaves, it does not break my heart. I figure if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. So those are two growing channels I would definitely tell everybody, encourage you if you haven't subbed to, is Sparsomling Lobster and Harry Humstone. Two great guys that I totally get. I love both of yours. I love your sense of humor and your quirkiness, and I say that with the utmost respect, being quirky myself. So different. That's what I enjoy about your channels. You're not the same old that we see out there, and I appreciate that. Yeah, Harry, you're great. I was so encouraged by, we caught, I think we got to watch the tail end of your first live that you were doing. And then, we've watched just about everything you've got in there. And, Rob really enjoys you. I do too. So it's great when we both agree on somebody, because he knows there are certain channels that when he watches, I do make him put his headphones in. So, you know what he's doing now? He is he's putting a little ice in my coffee so I can drink it immediately. So it's good drinking temperature. Yeah. Everybody's Craig says chop chop, and I said I think you probably made a bathroom break out of it.
Probably.
While he was out there.
Yeah,
so. And then Harry came in, and I was encouraging everybody that has not to sub to Harry and Lobster, because not a Harry Lobster though, because that would be just weird. Even though that's not a bad channel, Harry Lobster. I would watch a channel called Harry Lobster. I would so watch that.
Oh, come on now.
I would watch a channel called Harry Lobster.
Man.
But anyway, they're kind of our latest two that we've been watching.
Hey, I watched Sparsomling.
I know. I had to say his whole name.
I watched his video yesterday.
I know. I said I was here. I watched it with you.
You
remember?
did not?
I most certainly did.
What was it about?
He was talking. First of all, he was talking about.
I'm quizzing her.
The subs. They had subs that come and go. And then you were over there because I wasn't watching. I was listening. Excuse me. I'm a listener. And you were listening, and you were watching him, and you were like, "Oh my God, he's got boxes over his head." I'm like, "Yeah, we've seen out there before." So
mine are all over my head yet, but
maybe you two could do a collaboration.
It's almost over. If I sit down, it's almost over my head.
Maybe they could do a collaboration and call it the Harry Lobster Show.
Yeah. And I admittedly in the comments gave myself, it wasn't me. I didn't unsub.
Yes, we did not unsub. Sometimes I wonder though if people don't realize they're subbed and they click the button again.
Well,
but
it says white and red. And,
what?
The button goes red if you click to unsub.
Oh, okay. Well. That's all right. That's all right. You guys are great. I mean, and then I look back, probably in our stream, the oldest, and I don't mean oldest as in age, but the person we've been subbed to the longest is probably Craig.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, in the stream. That spoke up.
No, that's what I mean. You've been watching Craig for years.
There could be a lurker in there not talking.
Oh, that's true. We could have a lurker. I like to lurk sometimes. Not as much as Rob does. Y'all know me. I usually have to say something. So anyway, I even said something yesterday when Kelly was talking about her thing that made me speechless. I even put in there, I'm speechless, because I had no words. So even if I don't have words, I'll comment to let you know I don't have words. So
great.
So, and I'm sorry, cross country picker too. He is a new seller as well. He just made a video about selling his first item on eBay. So everybody go check him out. He's coming up with us as well. We're at Up and Comer right with all you guys. So yeah, I said I sent out orders to customers, and then I said no, I sent offers to watchers. And Craig told me, yeah, orders to customers. I might get shut down if I didn't do orders to customers. So I was really grateful that he's out there looking out for me. So
Well,
yes,
although
I'm sorry,
that's
cross country
happened
picker.
before.
That he's another great up and coming one. So everybody check each other out. Click the 3 dots beside your names, and if you're not subscribed, because I think it's a good group of people we got in here. It's a nice group. We mingle good.
Yeah.
We mingle. Yeah. I haven't had anybody. I don't think I've offended anybody, and if I have, I haven't done it on purpose. I don't purposely try to. I don't go out of my way to offend people. Try not to.
All 4 online.
All 4, yeah. Hey, I have been in here doing a live when there's nobody online. And that's what I say. I say,
What do you mean nobody online, meaning in your room?
In my room.
Oh, okay.
I just say, hats off to all of us creators that are getting started and have the nerve to go live when there's nobody in there and there's no comments. Hats off.
Eventually somebody will see it.
Yeah. We've all been there. When you start out, I guess you start out with nobody, and then
I'm sure your first live was probably like in April.
Oh yeah, it's been so long ago.
Well, yeah.
I think you said, well, you could go live, and that was back when you weren't. You were more my director and producer. You weren't co-hosting with me.
I was the editor.
Editor in chief, or just the chief editor?
Yeah.
That would be me. Oh, that's okay. Hey, Greg, glad you're back. We made a run to the post office.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So
you must be close.
We were just talking about, when you start out, all of us people in here, to do a live, and you get you do it, and you're kind of nervous, and you get started, and you look, and there's nobody there. Hats off to everybody that can have a conversation with yourself and the camera and keep it going and keep it interesting. We've all been there, done that. So first time I had a person in the room, I panicked. How am I going to be able to interact with a person? And then now sometimes we have quite a few people in there, and it gets easier. I promise. Walk into the donut shop. Who wants a donut? You know what? That is just evil. I would love a donut, but I'm not eating donuts. So unless I don't even think it's sugar. I mean, it would have to have. Oh God, no! I'll pass. Thank you. We got to make our sugar-free cobbler thing that we're going to make. So we'll do that. It's only a block away. LOL. The post office. Ours is what? 4 miles. It's like 4 miles away.
Yeah.
So we don't ship on Saturday. Especially we shipped out yesterday, but he's going to have a lot of orders because we sold quite a bit yesterday, and if we have the same kind of day today and tomorrow, he's going to be really busy. Tomorrow he's going to have to ship early. We're not going to be able to wait till Monday and ship, or Monday will be a wasted day.
Your first live was on this one. You can't tell. March 25th.
March 25th of this year was my first live. There you go. It's a day I will not remember. It will not be celebrated.
How we are making 3+ additional sales a day.
We were sending offers to watchers.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first time the offers were out.
They probably came out not too long before that. But we were a big proponent. I don't in my listings, but I do ship.
In March 26th, you did another one. Scrub top, perfect solution to keep your hands free.
That's right. Wear scrub tops when you go sourcing. They got lots of pockets. You can put your pencil in one, your tape measure in one, I call it a spyglass, your magnifying glass in one. So yeah, we have shipped on Saturday before sometimes. And we used to. Remember, we had a thing after Thanksgiving, we shipped on Saturdays. Yeah. The years that we were extremely busy, we would ship on Saturdays up until Christmas, just so people could get their items faster. But we don't care anymore,
Thanks a lot, Lisa.
We're big. We're an anchor store. We don't care anymore.
Oh, and then our next live after that was like a whole August 22nd, from March to August is our jump of lives, and it was our live fail.
Our what?
Our live fail.
What do you mean?
When we went and got the chicken sandwiches from Popeyes, and we were eating them online.
I bought chicken sandwiches from Popeyes.
And we ate them online for the first time.
Yep, and it would have been a great one because we would have been the first one out. First one out.
But we forgot about the echo.
We had an echo, so it was not bearable.
And I downloaded that video and put the audio through that Audacity or something, and tried to take the echo out and everything, and it still wouldn't come out.
No. So it's hard to focus on the chicken sandwich when. Harry, yeah, normally this is the best time for us for sales. Just like everybody else, usually fourth quarter is a really big for us. We're doing 300 plus a day on an average, but it's not there this year. I don't know what it's because of. I won't blame it on eBay glitches or the economy, or I don't know, a combination of all of it.
Could be glitches.
I don't know, but yeah, this normally
you updated specifics and we got more sales.
Usually, the way ours normally goes, and this is from years of tracking it, is January sucks. Towards the end of January, February it starts to pick up again, and I always say it's people getting their income tax returns back, so they buy things, money a lot of people didn't earn or don't deserve anyway, and I just alienated half our audience. No, I'm just kidding. But people get back these large tax returns, and so they buy stuff. So end of January, February, March is usually good for us. Carries over sometimes into April. By May, we're usually starting to see a slowdown. June and July are kind of lean. End of July, it starts to pick back up with back to. Oh, I'm back. And then once you hit October, it's usually smooth sailing from October until the week of Christmas is usually slow. Usually about the 20th, the 22nd, whatever the cutoff day is for getting priority mail, which it may be. Usually by the 22nd, we're dead. So we do have a little bit of spurt. I would say the very end of December, 1st of January, because people get gift cards and things and they spend their money. But that's kind of how our cycle runs, and that's how we normally plan.
So I mean, it's something like what you'd supplement more would be list more.
Yeah.
And those times they're down.
Yeah, we just did Freeze Frame. That's a great song.
We watched some of Harry's lives.
Yeah, I was talking about those.
Oh, you did?
Greg said his family's doing Thanksgiving today because everyone had to work, and this was the best day. And that's what happens when you work for the man. Yeah, Rob's family used to do that because his niece is a server, and she works a lot of times on Thanksgiving and can't get away. And so they used to do that, but now they don't. His mom and his sister that's another thing we were talking about, going from having all these big Thanksgivings, to sometimes now just me and Rob this year, and the dog. She had her Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
She was very thankful it was just the two of us because she got. Well, that's not true. Probably more people here and more food she would have got because she can make herself look pretty pathetic. So, who sang Freeze Frame, Rob? Here, that's a question for you.
Jay Giles Band.
Are they the same one that sang? No, I'm thinking of Dr. Hook. Remember Dr. Hook?
Unfortunately, yeah. That's song in the 80s.
We went out again. We were just talking about it. So. So there we go. So you're not a fan of Dr. Hook? What was Dr. Hook's most famous song?
Cover of the Rolling Stone.
You think so?
Yeah. Cover of the Rolling Stone.
You think that was Dr. Hook's?
Yeah. I'm sure that was their toppest charter.
Let's see. I was going with Sharing the Night Together. Hey, that was in 78. That could have been the theme to your prom. Sharing the night together.
1980.
Just kidding. That's what I remember, sharing the night
It's
together.
a lot better than, I ran. So far away.
I'm just looking at Dr. Hook songs. Now you got me.
That could have been yours.
What?
Like, I ran, that one song with the guy with the weird hair.
Really? I'm looking at, let's see. Cover of Roll. It was 72. That's why I don't realize I was too little back then. Sharing the night together. Yeah. When you're in love with a beautiful woman.
Great.
Sexy Eyes. I remember that one.
Hey, we got 2 sales already. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Hey there, a flock of seagulls. There you go.
See, look, Lobster likes Dr. Hook. See, I told you.
Or probably loved. They're probably not even alive anymore.
Let's see. When did they put out their last album?
Would that mean be anybody in the group that's original?
Well, you know what? Their last single was 1983. So, Flock of Seagulls. I know. They had. What was their song?
I ran.
Seagulls?
Yeah. I ran.
Oh, I spelled that. How can you spell Flock of Seagulls wrong? But I did. Now that takes skills to be able to misspell that. Let's see. Well, I'll tell you this, Flock of Seagulls sure didn't get the mention that Dr. Hook did. There you go. I know I listened, but I can't think of what. I ran, that's what, yeah. It looks like they were still performing in 2011. They had 2 bigger hits and some meh songs.
There you go. Look.
What? Where you got it at?
Dr. Hook.
Oh.
The Rolling Stone.
You know who I really like?
Who's that?
Hold on. Let me make sure I'm saying their name right. Because again, this is an older band. So I want to make sure that I say their name correctly. So because Rob is really good at catching me if I don't say. Hold on. That is not who it is. Hold on. Oh my God.
The silence is deafening because Lisa is thinking.
It's killing you. It's killing me. I can't think of the name of him. Oh my God. Anyway, I'll think about who it is in a minute and I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Great.
So, sorry about that, y'all. Music soothes. Hey, I've got a mug for that. Music soothes the savage beast.
Great.
I'll sell it to you cheap. Or if you like Al Harrington, right here. I got a DVD with your name on it.
Plus a glass.
Actually,
do we still have the glass?
It has his name on it. See, Al Harrington.
We still have the glass?
I think we sold that glass.
We had 2 of them.
I don't know. I didn't know who it was. He was on a glass.
I guess whenever you're at a show in Hawaii, you get to steal the glass.
Yeah. I guess. I don't know. That's what Rob likes to listen to music while he lists. I prefer to listen to people talk when I list. But then again, I've always liked talk radio.
You don't like music?
I didn't say that. I'm just talking about I like Dr. Hook, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other night I was listening to a radio station I grew up on, so there you go.
God. Sweet meat. There's a hint. Sweet meat. If anybody, I ordered Rob a sweet meat shirt one year for Christmas, but I think I got it too small.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, your Rob cam is I can see your Rob cam.
Yeah, it's not online though.
So how's everybody's sales going today? Hope everybody's doing well. Survived yesterday, Black Friday, which I still don't understand why they get away with calling it Black Friday.
There you go, Lisa.
Yeah. Sweet meat. Is that a dog?
No, I think pig.
I thought it was.
That's why it's called sweet meat.
Got you. A pig with the nose ring and smoking a cigarette. At least he's not vaping.
Is that a cigarette?
Well, what else would it be, Rob? Oh, you think it's a joint?
I don't know.
A doobie? Some Mary Jane?
I don't know. It could be a cigarette. What year does that say? 1970. Is that 73 or 93?
I don't know. I like the little hairs on his chinny chin chin. 4 sales so far for lobster. That's good. That's good. Yeah, yesterday was a good day. I'm hoping today turns out to be the same as well. So we'll see. I think I just saw something that says we got another order. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. Your Roy Clark's Last of the Summer Wine Vintage 1993 DVD.
Yeah.
It sold for full price for $44.99.
Cool.
$50 with shipping. So
Right.
That's great. We
Is that the one I have
appreciate
two
it.
of?
Do what?
Is that the one I have 2 of?
I don't know. Is it?
I know I have 2 of them of one. I haven't sold
So
one.
that puts us, we're at 3
It's a
sales
green
so
cover,
far.
I think.
But, great profit on the sales. I don't know if that's just eBay. I don't know if I sold anything anywhere else. I'll check real quick. Not there. Let's see. Not on Bonanza. I don't know if I told you in this. This is what awful parents Rob and I were when Logan was in the house. We used to every time we made a sale on Bonanza, just to aggravate him, I had the sound bit from the theme from the series, and I would play it like max all through the house. You could hear dun 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 dun.
1993. Yeah. No, that's the one I have. Only have one of them out.
So that's how bad Rob and I used to be. Now there's nobody around for us to aggravate. Hey, Chuck E. Cheese got here. Somebody really liked their Chuck E. Cheese animal you sent them.
Plush.
Let's see. 3 stars for the North Side Story VHS. And what else do we get? Oh, great. For a poinsettia table scarf. There you go. Great, great, great. Just great. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, sales are rolling around good, pretty good. I think it's almost noon. We like to be at $100 in sales by noon, so we're good.
It's 12 o'clock straight up right now.
I know.
Eastern time.
Yeah, I mean, it's still morning for a lot of people, for lobster out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it? That makes it 9? Yeah, 9 o'clock out there. So he's up and going early. We slept late today, which is unusual. We watched a 3-hour movie last night. 3+ hour movie last night. That takes dedication. You know, I told him we might have to have taken an intermission break, but we didn't have to.
No.
Mm-mm.
We endured it.
We did have to take breaks for you to let the dog
Yeah.
in and out. So the dog couldn't make it, but we made it. So. Oh, look, there is a new buy, sell, and trade group called Game Hunters in the town that we live in. Well, in Ocala.
Really?
Called Game Hunters, Ocala, Florida.
Is that for like video games?
Yeah, it's got an old school Nintendo. Nintendo.
Anybody in that group?
There's 11 members.
Wow.
You can join it. You can be a founding member.
Join it.
So, I like to say I'm in a lot of groups, our local groups for Facebook. I really haven't found a lot to buy off of them, but I do like to keep it. Oh my God.
Oh, that one. What was that one that? It's not a Facebook group, but people have mentioned it before.
What's that?
That neighborhood one that you were on.
I just came across, Rob. You know what it says? It's the new Breakfast of Champions, and it's not Little Chocolate Donuts. If that's too old for anybody, go back to Saturday Night Live and Google Little Chocolate Donuts. John Belushi skit. Take off of actually Bruce Jenner.
Yeah.
It was a Bruce Jenner Wheaties box spoof, and John Belushi was the champion, the Olympic champion, and he ate little chocolate donuts. So anyway, pulled pork pancakes. So it's pancakes with pulled pork in between them, covered in Jack Daniel's syrup. There you go. Don't know how I feel about pork. Well, I mean, pork is, you think about it, sausage. I thought we were going to have, speaking of that, I thought we were going to have sausage this morning.
No, I was going to do it for the pizza.
Oh, man.
But that's going to be tomorrow anyway, so. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm hungry. Wow. Love checking and just seeing what's going on out. You see what's going on in your world today. Are we going out today? We're not going out today, are we?
Why would you want to?
We're going to stay in. We're going to stay in and work and see what goes on. I don't think we're going to work. We're not going to do a working hangout like Nate did yesterday.
Oh, why?
I'm gonna tip my hat to Nate, even though I don't have.
For 7 hours?
I don't 8 hours. Was it 8? Oh my God, Tommy said it's 8. Tommy's still here. You never know who could still be around. I guess I need to be careful what I say. No, I'm just kidding. 8 hours. That's got to be a record of some sort.
No, people's been on for 24, 48 hours before, haven't they?
Yeah, but you know, Nate, 8 hours. That's quite an accomplishment. No, I'm saying you need to do 8 hours. Oh, I need to do 8 hours. No, because I would be loopy by the end of 8 hours.
Let me get the PayPal button installed first.
Yeah, I would be loopy by the end of 8 hours, and there's no telling what would be coming out of my mouth. So that's all I'm saying. By the time I got to 8 hours, I would not care. That's the one question I get asked more than anything. Okay,
here you go, Lisa. You can tomorrow, instead of working on eBay and stuff like that, prepare your 8-hour live broadcast.
Really? And do you know what it would say? It would be blank. I don't believe in preparing. I like to shoot from the hip. Buddy in the UK did 12 hours last Thursday. Had about 35 different people pop on and chat. Was an amazing day.
You watched some of that.
Was that ants? Or ads? I'm sorry. I always call him that, and I'm so sorry I call him that. I don't know why I call him that, but it's ads. That's the one I'm thinking about. The one that, but I think, no, his was 24 hours. He stayed up for 24 hours. That's
Yeah.
what his was for charity. Yeah, ads. ADZ. Yes, he is. But when I watched him though, it was towards the end of it, and you talk about getting a little loopy. He was getting a little 12 hours. Okay, I thought it was 24, or he'd been up for 24. I don't know, but I know towards the end, that's how I would feel. I would feel kind of loopy, and I would have to have a disclaimer that I'm, not responsible for what might be said. I think it would be a scary thing for my husband. Don't you think so, Rob?
Me?
Mm-hmm. Well, you're the only husband.
Why would it be scary?
To think about me being
just because you might run out of things to talk about, then you have to go into deep thoughts or something.
Deep thoughts. Yes, that's right, Tommy. That's right. I was watching. That's where Tommy went off about eBay's future.
Yeah.
And I really got intrigued because I had watched Tommy and Tracy at night. And I mean, not that they don't talk about things that are, going on pertaining to eBay and stuff, but a lot of it, what I had seen was lighter stuff and everything. And that's the first time I got to see Tommy really go off like that. So no, you don't have to apologize. Why would you apologize? No apology. It was good to hear somebody vocalize what a lot of people are thinking. And I think a lot of people think that way, and just nobody's, wants to say it.
We did that vocalization, but we weren't online that last time, the time it happened to us.
Yeah. A lot of the things that you said, I mean, that's what we told you. We agree with a lot of the things that you say. My hope is just that it's, that they can turn things around, but, you never know. Best thing, advice, don't put your eggs in one basket. So that's.
But then again, there ain't no any place you can sell a used DVD for $44, and get away with it.
Myra says, did you see him stressed out about COPPA? No, I didn't see him stressed out about COPPA. It was about when his stores got shut down. So, no, I haven't really seen, what really, and again, my mother's phrase, irks my irker, is about all these COPPA clickbait stuff. I'm going to have to stop selling toys. It's clickbait.
It could be, though. You never know.
I don't think so.
You don't know, it's going to be that person that, I guess, I don't know. What, January 1st, if you're doing toys, you're going to shut your YouTube down? I don't know.
No, everybody will go to, what is it, Patreon.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, and then put your video on there and say, oh, go to my Patreon, you can watch this.
I'm just kidding.
Well, I don't know.
I have a thing about Patreon. I think of Patron when they say Patreon.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm not bringing it down on anybody's channel.
Are you against a Patreon if you set your level at $1?
I just don't like Patreon.
Yeah, you can set your level at $1. That's all they got to pay. As little as $1.
That's like the people that want you to give them money to shout out your name.
Yeah.
Again, I understand that in some respect, that it's advertising and you're paying for advertising. Yeah. But then, in other ways, I just find it disagreeable. I don't know. But then again, I'm not at that level. I can't say that.
It's been around for years. I mean, look at radio. Radio was based on advertising.
Yeah.
TV.
Everything is.
TV is based on advertising.
Yeah. Watch Mad Men. Love that. Love that one, by the way. You never watched it.
Look at that. YouTube is driven by ads.
Of course. Somebody's got to pay for the lights on.
Yeah.
So Patreon is tainted in this space. I like that he used Patreon and taint in the same space. That's a very good use of words.
But that's not the only person that uses Patreon. YouTube people. Anybody can use it.
No. But, that gets me off on my whole other tangent that I go on, about resellers who aren't really resellers. Resellers that are just here
Well,
to promote
in
themselves.
certain respects, Patreon is a good thing. I would say, if there's an expert in the field, and that's the only way that he can get it out. I mean, there's a photographer that I watch sometimes that has a Patreon, and he offers seminars on his Patreon about photography.
Have you ever taken part in one?
No, because
then I guess they don't
need
work.
I don't need. If I need help with photography, I'll just ask my niece.
Yes, who is a professional photographer and does amazing pet photos if you're in the Chicago area. There we go. I give her a free Mandy Dempsey Photography. If you ever want to have your pet's portraits done, or what she doesn't just do pets, don't get me wrong, but she is amazing with bringing out the personality of your animals. If you're a big animal lover, she does amazing things with animals. The way that she can coax them, the photography, the pictures are just amazing. I keep saying that. You get viewers that pay through AdSense. You need to sell them merch or Patreon just to chum them for more. If you're good enough, you'll make more than enough on YouTube. Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's my whole thing. Rob and I, we're not stupid. We when we started our YouTube channel, we always know that there is the possibility that one day you could make money on your YouTube channel. I mean, but that was not our goal when we set out to say, because we all know that since a lot of people in here are newer creators, with exceptions to, there's a few old timers in here. We knew coming on that eventually we could make money on it, but that wasn't our goal because my God, it takes forever. I mean, we're doing great on our time. Our time is great, but our sub count
sucks.
It sucks, really. I mean, we're not growing. That if that was our goal, I would say we're not
just
doing what we need to grow it that way with our subs.
Just because you get to your hours and your subs doesn't mean you're going to be making money.
That's true because you still got to have people watch it. So.
And to get to a level of, something, you're comfortable with, it would be outrageous.
Yeah. Lobster's like, he does it so he won't forget things. He could care less about making money. I do it because it's cheaper than therapy. Honestly, therapy, I have a co-payment for therapy and she only lets me stay for 45 minutes and then I have to go. Here I can stay on as long as I want. And I can say what I want. It's just like, because in therapy, she never really asked me any questions anyway. She just sits there. And that's what I'm telling shared a little bit. Hey, everybody, it's Lisa. And good morning, YouTube. Thank you.
Sorry.
God. I shared earlier, that about some of my things, but I've made 2 therapists cry. And when you can sit there and you're telling, they're asking you about what's going, you tell what's going on, and you make a therapist cry. The first time I thought it was strange. Okay, the second time, I knew there was no hope for me with therapy.
Let me interrupt you for 1 second.
Yeah.
It's going back about 2 or 3 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
How'd she get this dog to sit in this chair? Did she glue the butt down?
That's one of his niece's photographs. She does. Well, right now she's doing holiday sessions and they're all booked. They book up really quick. But I believe she's also doing a book, Unconditional Love. It's a project. She's calling it a project, but I'm hoping that she makes it into a book where she takes people and she photographs the people with their animals. And some of them are just, animals are so expressive creatures anyway, but the way she's able to coax the emotions out of the animals and the love on the people's face, it's just, she's in Chicago. I wish she was closer. She came down here a couple years ago, and I didn't, believe it or not, I did not get her to take a picture of my dog. She did, but not in a, a professional since, and I regret that terribly, because I would love to have had a professional photograph of Rob and I and the dog, because that's just love right there.
There's one with Chicago in the background. Look at that.
Yeah. I mean,
What kind of dog is that?
I can't really tell because I have a thing on mine where I can't see it. I don't know. Is that like a, hold on, I'm gonna have to wait for it to come up on YouTube. Anybody want to say what dog that is? I can't really see the dog because the way my screen is.
Kind of bushy, like something like TV dog or something.
I don't know. But anyway, she does. Oh, there it is. I forget what they call those dogs. Long hair dog for sure. That's not a dog you'd have in the South. Sheepdog. Thank you. Thank you, Greg. You're absolutely correct. It's a sheepdog. So Lobster says, I wish I could get my whole family to join me. It would be like a YouTube Modern Family, the Poorer series. Ours would be soap.
What? Gosh.
Without Benson. We don't have him Butler.
Oh my God.
No, I don't know what ours would be. Ours would be, I don't know. My family.
Chaos with a K.
My family would be technically an Old English sheepdog, he says.
Okay.
My family, wow. I couldn't even get them all in one room to begin with, so I don't know what we would call ours. My mom has dementia.
Missing in action?
No, my mom has dementia, so that has many.
Not meaning that's her.
No, but I'm just saying my mom has dementia, so that brings things to, a whole new level. And then my dad, who is a total smartass. Can you imagine that? My dad, who's a ham. Imagine that too. That loves to talk. God, I can't imagine where I get all my characteristics from. And then Rob's mom, who I love to death, but she will tell you that she's a worrier. She worries about everything. Rob and I will do something, and one of her favorite things to say is that legal? Is that not true, Rob? Love you, Bonnie, but you do. I don't know if you're conscious of that, but we tell you something we do, or we tell you so much money we made on something, and one of the first thing that comes out of her mouth is that legal? Yes, it's legal. And she doesn't have internet, so that would bring out challenges.
The only person that doesn't have internet and a smart TV.
And then Rob's sister would be great to have on here. She's older, but she's sassy, and she's very, oh my God, she's an artist within herself. She does wonderful things. She's very creative. You ought to show her room, Robbie. See if you can see one that shows how she's decorated for Christmas. His sister, she loves to decorate. Rob's sister would be great. Neither one of my sisters talks to me, so that would be a whole great thing if we could get them on here. We already talked about my kids that don't talk to me, so there you go. And then Logan. So, hey, Rob, you think we could get your ex-wife in here too? That would be a show. And I'll bring Margaret. Hi, Margaret, if you're watching. I'll bring Margaret from the car lot.
Oh.
It would be one hell of a show. It would be definitely a cast of characters. Mostly old. It'd be no young people. Well, my kids, but the youngest person would be 22. It would be old people. Yeah, but Rob's sister, I'm trying to get her to come on the show with us. We're trying to talk her to come on. I'd love for Terry and Brenda, Rob's first cousin, to come on and do the show with us. Great group of ladies that could share some insight on Rob to help y'all get to know him better, since he doesn't talk very much. And also, they both love thrift stores. They're great thrifters. And Terry, his sister, is a great repurposer. Podcast in your future. Yeah. I would love to have them on and talk to them. I sent them an idea for it yesterday. Don't know if that will come to fruition or not. That's a good word too, fruition. You found one yet? And
Uh,
usually his sister starts decorating for Christmas October 1st. She usually holds off of the month of September. She usually starts decorating in October. Don't think she did this year. She might have started that early, but I'm not sure. She was still putting her room together. She just did a. That's a piece that she. This is a piece that she redid. It's an old china cabinet, and you can see she repainted it. And then she did the flower arrangements on top and everything. But all of that is his sister. That's all Terry, and I love it. I mean, she could do shabby chic like nobody's business. She is an amazing person when it comes to that. I wish we lived closer and we could have a shop with her. I would love. Look, everybody, look at this. I mean, she's so talented. When the high school needed to have the logo redone on the basketball floor, she did that. She did that for them, and I'm sure it's all freehand. She's an amazing artist. Paint. She can do any kind of paint. Her house is just beautiful when you go into it. I think it is. It's an older. When was it built, Rob?
Probably the 20s.
In the 20s.
My dad grew up there.
Mm-hmm. So, and this is his sister. That is the mother of the girl that does all the photography. So I think it runs in the family. But Terry just does. I would love to have a shop with her and Rob's cousin Brenda, because Brenda is also a person that likes to go out and thrift. She loves bargains, loves to go shopping for that stuff. That's what I think. I think we should pack up and move to Illinois and open a store.
Great.
I do. I think it would be very successful.
Great.
If Illinois did not tax you out your behind. State of Illinois, you're missing out on it. What are you looking for?
The tree.
You can't find it?
The tree?
You got it?
Yeah. She put it up in November 9th.
Well, she usually puts it up earlier than that. She usually puts up in October. That's her tree she did this year.
That's the ceiling.
Yeah, it's all the way to the ceiling. She did that.
That's a high ceiling.
Mm-hmm. Our pork that we had for Thanksgiving was wonderful. Was wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So, it's a death investigation. Oh, not us though. As long as it's not in our area, I'm good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now I'll have to tell everybody that Terry, that we shared all her stuff. There you go. Yeah. Well, I just think she's so talented, and I wish that we got to be up there around her more. Mm-hmm. See, how's that? I want to be around your sister. Don't want to be around my sisters. I want to be around your sister. My sisters I've been around all my life. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway. But yeah, she's been decorating for a while. Here's a picture. What is this from? Oh, that's November 9th. That's the one. So, yeah. So there you go. Still looking. Anyway, so I'm looking at Mandy's stuff real quick. I want to look at her stuff. You should definitely put a link down there.
Okay. As long as it's a public link.
Yeah, it's a public link. I would never tell you to put anybody there, that's not, because that's just not. I wish I could show some of these photos, but they have people in them, and people are funny about you showing them.
We put a black mark over their eyes.
Oh, this is a good one. I'm going to show this one. I don't show very many, but I can't show this one because I've got it on the wrong thing. All right, never mind. Anyway, put a link. I encourage you to go check out Mandy Dempsey Photography. She's on Facebook. Rob will put a link down there. I'm looking at one that has an Italian greyhound that's in, it's dressed in like a fur vest with a leopard
Send me
print
a
collar.
link in Facebook and I'll do it.
Oh, okay. I really like this one. It's nice when you have people in the family that are talented. Not even my blood relative, but I'm still love it. Love it, love it, love it. Maybe because I'm a sucker for animals too. And Mandy's a sweetheart. She's a self-made lady. Put herself through school. Works as a waitress to put herself through school. You know, still works as a waitress while she's getting her photography career up and going. Good head on her shoulders. And she's got a famous cat. Her cat's been featured in ads. Big fat cat. That's what we should have, a picture of Romeo. It's not show coming up, Robbie?
Yeah, give me time to click.
God, how long does it take to click? Every click you make. I'm hungry. We're talking about food now. I'm hungry. Look at that. Is that not a beautiful photograph? That's what I'm talking about. Look at that dog. It's just, and I'm not a greyhound, you know. I'm not a greyhound lover. I have nothing against greyhounds, but it's just not my, you know, breed of dog. But I just think the way that she captures, and she does it in these outdoor settings in the park and places, you know, it's beautiful. There you go. Mandy Dempsey Photography.
Supposed to have some sort of hypnotizing, you know, effect on dogs.
Greg says, is that dog wearing fur? That's the first thing that I saw. How cute, a dog in a fur coat. So.
That or she clicks them fast.
And she also features photos of the Meowsters. And if you don't know who the Meowsters are, they have their own website. They're hairless cats. And they dress up in outfits. And it is great. I love her Meowsters. Those are some of my favorite photographs as well. So if you're an animal lover, you just want to see good animal photographs. If looking at dogs in the morning makes you happy, check Mandy out. Mandy Dempsey Photography. Okay, I plugged her enough. I'll send you my bill, Mandy.
You want to get out of here for now or what?
Whatever you want to do.
Well, you said you're getting hungry. It's like been 2.5 hours.
Okay. Well, he doesn't like to eat on camera, so I guess we'll let you go.
We'll probably be back later, maybe.
Maybe.
It's just not too crowded around here.
What, with other people?
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, Kelly talked about ball sack scratching there. I wanted to say it before I got off the air.
I can clip that back at the end.
Look at Rob's face. That says it all.
Bye.
Bye.